good, YouTube? We're back with another video. Today it's gonna be something totally different. Hopefully you guys gonna enjoy what I got in store for you. We setting up a saltwater tank. You know, I've been loving saltwater fish, from sharks to whales, your salmon, your tuna fish, your swordfish, all the type of fish. I'm just fascinated with how large the ocean is, how deep the ocean is, and how only 2% of the ocean just been discovered from the last time I read it. Could be different now. But I'm here. I just want we and Zyro, I just want to put a piece of the ocean in his room so he can have the same love that I felt when I was growing up looking at fish tanks. I done had a saltwater tank set up before. I ain't an expert, but I just know a little bit more than I did the first time. Ready for the challenge. You know, they say this hobby is expensive, but there's ways to get around it. You know, you just have to do a lot of studying, a lot of time, but basically a lot of reading up what you got to do and stuff. But other than that, man, everything is easy because, you know, some people paved the way to show you an easy way to do it. So that's how it is. Let's get into it. Before we get started setting it up, I just want to let y'all know what I have, the supplies I have, and what you would need if you're looking to set up your saltwater fish tank. They say the bigger you go, at least 55 gallon, it's the best to go when you first starting because you got a large body of water. So if anything happens, it doesn't happen overnight and you won't wake up in the next morning with all your fish dead. I'm going with an 8 gallon. It's a nano tank, something small, but it's gonna work the same way. You know, don't be scared because it's a smaller tank. Don't be scared at all. Just dive right in. I went to PetSmart, got this top fin underwater world's fish tank. It was on sale for 40 bucks. And it was for 80, but I got a half off. It's a square tank with a built-in filter. Now, when you get a fish tank with a built-in filter, that's like a plus because you really don't have to put anything on the back or have to worry about anything because all the plumbing is done for you inside of the fish tank already. All you have to do is just put your filtration media in it and you're set to go and let nature take its course, pretty much. That's what I got here. I'll let you guys look at that once I start unboxing it. Also, I mix my own water because I'm not buying from my local fish stop because he's like 45 minutes away from me, so I don't like driving so far away. I'm gonna mix my own water, so when you mix your own water, you need to find out how much salinity you have. So the best salinity you should have is 1.022. That's the best you can have, but it does range up and down. Depends on what you're gonna put in your tank. If you're gonna go with just fish and just with live rock with no coral or nothing, then you can fluctuate with how much salinity you want in your tank because only the corals benefit more from how much salt you have in the water, so you gotta be careful with that. But I got my hydrometer. Here you go, you can take a look at it right there. Might have to fix your camera. Yeah, that's it. You always want to have a heater. It's an aquarium heater. It's for rated up to 20 gallons for your tank. So I got an 8 gallon, so this is kind of overkill. Also got a power head. It's rated up to 20 to 40 gallons. But with an 8 gallon, should be plenty, more than enough to move the water around. So every section of the aquarium can have some type of current in there, just like the ocean do. That's where waves come from. This here is like a wave inside of your aquarium. Also, you gotta have sand, because when you go to the beach and you see the ocean, I always have sand. And I got the Caribbean, I got the Ocean Direct crib sand, live sand. It's kind of fine, but it's not real fine. I wanted to kind of be thick because I want to get a goby. And gobies love eating sand, like filtering the sand out. Once a little bit of food when you're feeding it goes into the sand. So I got that. So, also got a heater. Always got to keep a heater so you'll know how hot your water is, because you don't want to get too hot and you have cooked fish more than swimming fish, you know. And like I said, I'm mixing my own salt, and that's what this is. I got an Instant Ocean. Got this from PetSmart. What you just mix your ocean with. That's funny. Salt, what you mix with your water. So you can just use tap water with that. And this right here is just a sponge to go in my tank just to help with filtration. This is a complete sponge. It's nothing serious. And then here is the Holy Grail. This is my live rock that I got from Pico. It's very expensive. I didn't know these small pieces were $10.99, they say, you know. But if you can find a better deal, please let me know, because I'm probably gonna need more than that for this tank, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so here we go. Got my aquarium. It's Top Fin Underwater Worlds, made by Top Fin. It's a custom color flow, so it does have a lid with 7 different colors. I'm not going to use the lights on here because I want to put coral in there, so I got to get a different type of light. But for now, just for the cycling part, this light will work just fine, just so I can see and keep an eye on what's going on. And it is an 8 gallon, you know, so let's open up and see. Alright, there we go. Let's see here. Flip it around for you. Yeah, look at that. Then I didn't know it had little colors in there. Just the lid for it right here. Got your little LED lights. Got your LED lights in here just because they got 7 different colors. That's the thing now. Everybody's switching to LEDs. These manufacturers. You save money and it also lasts a long time. So on the back side, like I say, you see your filtration system back here. So that's really gonna do a great job. It looks like let's see here. Got your instruction sheet. And I really do like how Top Fin really packaged it. They packed it really good. So it doesn't break when it gets shipped to you. That's pretty good. I do like this here. Very impressed with it. So you got your overflow. Let's see. Then you got a little bit of filter media. Sounds like carbon in here. Yeah, that's carbon. Got here a little box here. Let's see what's in here. Does it come with it? Oh, let's see. Alright, little plug-in. It's not for the light. I'll have to find out what this plug-in is for. And my fingers are that dirty. See, I got fingerprints all on it. I ain't had it for 20 minutes. I ain't even had it for 5 minutes out of the box already. I got fingerprints all on it. God, let you know how dirty my hands are. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, so it looks like the overflow. Oh, no. This right here? Yeah, I know I was reading on there. When it's time to do a water change, I just do this on the outside and twist it. Something like that. I have to read up on the directions, but I do know when you do a water change, instead of sucking the water out, which I can do, that's one option. I can also use this and put on the outside, and it'll drain the water out to where I need it to be at. Cool future of this type of aquarium build. That's pretty. I like that. It's really legit. It's a good thing they did there. Yep. So I got your compartments in here. Down here, it looks like when you pour water in here, it goes through, it comes up, and then it shoots out. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so all around, I'm pretty impressed with the product, you know. We'll see how it goes a couple months from now, see how it's set up and see how it goes. Alright guys. So I got my live sand here. About to pour it in the tank. Usually, if you don't have live sand, I wouldn't say if you don't have live sand, but it always recommended to rinse your sand. It won't be as cloudy once you pour the water in, but it's always a tip when pouring the water in so the tank doesn't get cloudy. And I have heard some people, they do a deep sand bed just for added bacteria. So if anything does happen, the sand bed will soak up all the nitrates and all that good things. But I'm not going to wash this out because it's already live sand and I don't want to get rid of none of the bacteria inside. And they also say you're supposed to put 1 inch of sand per 1 inch of sand per gallon. So this is a 5-pound bag of sand. This is my little clarifier right here. This little clarifier keep the water from being so cloudy because it's going to get cloudy, but it's not going to be that bad where it's, I guess, a sandstorm. You know, and since this is an 8-gallon tank, and by it being square, the 8-gallon really is not that big. So I can get away with this 5-pound bag of sand because it really kind of gonna be like a 2-inch sand bed because that's really, I don't want to get it in a filter. Yeah. So you got little seashells. It is live sand like I said before. So you will catch some of that in your substrate. Put that in, let that sit. I do have my saltwater mixing over here. When you're mixing salt water, you gotta mix it to have it 1.022. That's 30 pp. That's what it needs to be at. And I do have my live rock. I'm gonna put in here and set it up how I want it, take a look at it, see if I like it, and we'll go from there. Stress Coat, it makes tap water safe by API. If you guys are familiar with that, that's a really good brand to use. Stress Coat makes tap water safe for fresh and salt water, and they also tells you on here, add 5 milliliters per 10 gallons. So I'm just going to add 5. It is an 8-gallon, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to do 5 milliliters for the 10-gallon, just to be on the safe side. A little extra protection, you know, because you don't want to get no fish and they die over something because your water not safe enough for the fish. You know, you don't want that. I got a the wave maker in there, which is a power head. I have that in there mixing the salt up. All right, here's a live rock I got from PetSmart. Make sure you can see the purpleness. That's the coralline algae that's formed on it, so that's really good. I wish you can use your nose to smell it, because it does smell just like the ocean. If you get real to it, you can smell the saltiness of the ocean from it, and just like the water smell that you would smell like if you're just riding by the beach or something, you would smell it. So that's pretty good. Hopefully I don't have any type of critters inside of there that's gonna harm some of my fish that I put in here, or some of the coral that I put in here, but we will see. Other than that, this is what I got. It was, you know, PetSmart really don't give you no deals or nothing, because I guess it's a corporate place where whatever price they have, that's what it is. So it was like $10.99 for one piece, and I got 2 pieces. I'm pretty happy about this here because it does look great. I'm looking at it. I'm gonna have everything on here what I want on here. It does have bacteria on there, so we're gonna put it in and see how I set it up, see how I want it to look. All right, so I got my live rock in there. I like the way it looks. You can see through like a little cave or something, you would say. Right there. Step back. Yeah, I like the way that's turning out. Have to get some more though, so I can stack it up some more, so I can have like bottom layer, middle layer, and the top layer. Alright guys, so I did another check on salinity. I almost got it right. I'm just a little bit off, so I ain't gonna put that much salt on the next batch I make, so I can bring it down some. But I'm pretty there though. It's pretty good. So I'm about to get ready to pour some of this water in here to get it started. So the first thing you want to do before you get it all cloudy is I will put a bag over your rock. So once it starts, when you start pouring the water slowly, it doesn't cloud all the water up from the sand, so you don't have cloudiness. Alright, so as you can see, I got my plastic bag down, or when I start pouring, I'm gonna pour down slowly. It's gonna come down, it's gonna fill up here, then it's gonna make its way out, and it's gonna start filling up like this here. Cause by doing it that way, it doesn't cloud all the stuff inside the sand, where it's gonna take about 14 weeks to clear up. We don't want that, so I'm just gonna do it slowly, put it in here, fill it up, and we'll be set to go. Alright, so I got a good old cup from Mickey D's that I'm gonna use because it's just big, and when I pour it in there, it's gonna pour too much at one time. So just to keep it on the safe side and keep it from being all cloudy. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's not as bad as it would have been if I would have poured the water first and then poured the sand in there and try to mix it together. It would have been so sloppy. But like this here, this is great how it's going. So 2 more batches of that. We're gonna get it filled up probably to the rim where it's about to overflow, then we'll stop. So we almost done. I've been using this. This really ain't nothing that you need to be buying. You need to get a rectifier, the one that you can just dip in and look through with your eyes, and it shows you whatever your salinity is. Cause this gave me different readings, and when you dip it, as you can see, cause I have been putting salt in there, but it just goes down. Let's see here. It just goes down. So it don't even make sense. But I know I've been putting enough salt into the water to mix it right, but I'm just gonna have to go buy one of those just to make sure. But Fluval would definitely let me down, so I definitely wouldn't recommend this to anybody. It really doesn't show an accurate reading what type of salinity that you do have in your tank. They really let me down for this, and this was over 15 bucks anyway. So if you think 15 bucks you'll get some type of reading, but it don't give me none at all. But I've been mixing it together the right way, so I'm sure it's mixed the right way, but I just want to double check before I do put any fish in there or anything like that. So I guess I have to go out and buy a rectimeter. Sorry about that. Or you can just dip in, look through it with your eyes and see how much you got. But I'm definitely almost done filling it up. I just got a last little bit of salt over here mixing up, and I'll get ready to pour it in there. So I got my trusty, hopefully it's trusty, because I don't even trust anything now since this hydrometer ain't working. Well, this is my heater here that I'm gonna throw in the tank. Not heater, but my thermometer, just to make sure everything is properly heated. Alright, the bad method, you see how that work? See how clear the water is? Believe me, I done it another way, it didn't come out this clear. Trust me on that. It was awful. Alright, got my little waistline down, so we're looking at, look like it's saying 74 degrees. Oh, now it's going up. So we have to adjust that as we go by. I'm gonna sit that there. So we got our trusty heater, Aquarium. That's a good brand. I trust them more than I trust Fluval, but you get the point. Just gonna shove this on back here. It's a little space back here where you can shove your heater at, or it could be out the way. Turn it on, get the heater working. Warm this water up to the proper heat, and then this right here, this is the filtration. So basically, as soon as I plug it up, it's gonna suck in the water on this side of the cage, then on this side of the aquarium, go in, and it's gonna come out and filtrate. I know it comes with this here, but you know, I can use it, but just to give it a little more trustworthy, I'm gonna use this here. Plus the salt water, all the bacteria and stuff is in the rocks anyway, so basically that's your filtration with the rocks. So basically the filter back here ain't nothing, just gonna keep the water clean. That's all it's gonna do. So go ahead and bust this open. Door scissors. Yeah, see that? That's what that is there. And it does come in pieces, so perfect. I can just shove that in there. It's gonna, all the big particles that's in the water, it's gonna get caught in here, and I can be able to use that. I'm gonna put that in the second compartment. Hopefully it doesn't overflow. That's what we gotta watch out for. Make sure the water is running through just as nice through the what's name. See if it, cause it go through 3 different departments. We got one here, I got the heater in, then I got that one in, and then I'm gonna put this in where it needs to go over here. Well, I'm gonna wash it first though, just to get all the carbon off of it. Then I'm gonna also put, what they call, I have to show you, give me one moment. Yeah, and I'll also put these in there just to give me a little added more surface area where the bacteria can live at, just to make sure I got enough bacteria in there in the aquarium to handle necessary animals when they use the bathroom, to clean it up with the nitrates and all that. I'm gonna put that in the first department, so it can need to be in the second department, to be honest with you. But how wide it is, it's not gonna fit. I'll just shimmy that on down, just like that. Make sure the heater go down some more, cause it's a deep department down that way. It goes all the way down to the bottom. There we go. Yep, just like that. Now let me wash this off, then I'll be right back. Alright, so I came back and I rinsed it off with cold water just to get all the dust out of it. So once I turn the filter on, my aquarium won't be all crowded with dust and carbon bacteria. So I got 3 different stages. It was a 1-stage filtration. Now I got 3 different stages of filtration in the tank. So it's really going to help out with keeping the water clean and with the bacterial boom and all that. You know, so that's pretty well good, because I got my bio balls, then I have my filter sponges, and then I got the cartilage that come with the tank. So it's gonna be pretty neat once you turn that on. So all you have to do now is just turn the filter on and then let nature take its course. By me having the live rock, we should look at 2 weeks of the tank setting up before I can add fish, but it could go faster than that. Just depends on what I do with the tank. But I'm gonna let nature take its course, because I don't want to rush nothing, because the ocean wasn't made in 2 weeks. So you have to just let nature take its course. So it's gonna be a while before I put fish in here. But I will keep an update with you guys on what's going on. So definitely. Alright guys, this is the finished product. Setting up the tank. It does come with different lights on there. Like I said, I'm not gonna use these lights as far as the coral goes, because these lights are not powerful enough. But it just gives him something to look at before I put the lights on there. You know. So I got my power head. You see the power head up there? I got that in there. So it can move the water around, get some type of filtration going on. You gotta clean the glass a little bit. I can really see the dirt on here. But overall in general, it turned out good. I really am happy with the product, the tank itself. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with that. And it does have 7 different colors, so. And I got your white, then your blue, then it goes green, red, and I think orange also. Yeah.
about a 10. I should fuck her in the Benz.